You see the deer way over there on the shoreline? Welcome back, fishing friends, to another adventure. All right, guys, I'm up here on the big lake today. Gonna be throwing some stuff around on the Crappie Thunder from Lew's. Got my little jig spinner with a little Kitech on there. So we're gonna see if we can catch some crappie, some white bass, or some bluegill, maybe a rock bass. Get this on 4-pound sunline on a Lew's Speed Spin 100, one of these lasers. Ooh, check that out. All right, so we're gonna bomb this around. See how we do. It's super muddy. It all kinds of crazy rain last night, big storms. But it's nice now. It's like high 70s. You don't even think that we're in the late part of fall, early winter. Isn't that crazy? But that's Texas, you know. If we were up in the Panhandle, it'd be a different story. We'd be up there like in the 40s. Man, I love throwing these little beetle spins, jig spinners. Hey, if you're new to the channel, thanks for stopping by. Appreciate all the support. Man, the channel's growing. Things are going well. All right, guys, I'm going to start throwing this little jig spinner. It's like a little Popeye, little hair jig, sprinkling a little bit. So what's the story going to be today? Is it going to be the white bass? Is it going to be largemouth? Could it be the crappie? The sun's trying to peek out. We had those crazy storms last night. So what is the story going to be? Possible, ooh, look how good that looks. Possible skunk. Man, I'm happy I carry these with me. They're, for one thing, they're fun to throw. I tie a lot of my own little hair jigs. It's a lot of fun to do, relaxing. I don't think this is one of the ones I tied, though. This one looks too good. It could be one of the ones I tied. That was last year. I made a ton of jig tying videos. Did a bunch of lives. Alright, guys, we're hooked up on the jig spinner. I got a little hair jig on this. Feels like it's fighting pretty good. Let's see what we got here. Man, I'm hoping it's a big crappie. Not much has been biting today until this dude. Oh, it's a decent bass. There we go. Awesome. Man, it's actually a decent heavy right here for this. There we go. Check that out. He was barely hooked. Barely hooked. Check that out. Oh, man, that thing's in there pretty good on this hair jig. Let's go. Come on, get out of there. Sheesh. All right, there we go. Check out that fatty. Man, that's a gorgeous fish right there on the jig spinner. You ready, buddy, to go back in? Let me get you in a little bit deeper water. There you go. Check that out. Just on this little dude. On the little hair jig, he was just hunting through there. Bam! On the crappie thunder. Yeah, guys, I'm telling you, you can catch big fish on a little jig spinner. Always keep a beetle spin jig spinner with you. Keep a whole bunch of them. Because you could see right there, man, he just smoked that. Not very deep water either. It's just, I'm fishing this little seam that goes out. You've seen me fish it a whole bunch before. But man, that Sunline 4-pound line sure did hold. And the hook in that thing was really nice. All it is just a little hair jig right there. Good stuff. Look at that, cast a country mile on this 4-pound line. Got on a loose speed spin 100, a laser, and then it's that LSG 100A, and on the Crappie Thunder Mr. Crappie rod. I don't know where the white bass are. They're not around today. Early when I got here, I could see them flickering around, but every time I've been here and I fish this seam, I've whacked a bass on it. I got some crankbaits I need to test along there in just a little bit. Some old school gold. Man, look at that thing. Whew. Like I was saying, guys, always carry one or a few with you. All right, guys, check this out. I got the Lose Custom XP, that Max. It's that one that's got that braking system in there that minimizes any kind of backlash. And I'm throwing a Jackhammer and that gold blade. And I've got like a freeloader on there. So this thing is smooth. Check that out. I saw the commercial that Denny Brower did for these when they came out, except there's a gold one that costs a couple $100. This one's the cheaper one, but I think they're putting that braking system in all of them now. Smooth. It's fun to throw. Look at that thing. Ooh-wee. So I'm running this seam over here. And just kind of fan cast and see if I can get one to commit. I just killed it and let it sit there and hop along. Yeah, it's fun to throw. You know, for a long time, I never threw any kind of bladed jigs. I was spinnerbait or bust, and I still prefer the spinnerbait, but they had some kind of Black Friday deal where the jackhammers were just really, I don't want to say low because they're always up there, but maybe 15 bucks instead of the 18. Or maybe when they used to be like 15, it was more like 12. Anyway, so I picked some up and just added them to the arsenal. Didn't put too much thought into it. I was like, yeah, we'll fish with them. It's been kind of a slow day today, but I'm hoping with this gold blade. I mean, the shad are flickering around. Hadn't seen really the white bass, except early this morning I saw them. Look at that. So if I just let it sit there and then I just hopping along, it'll still flash a little bit. So if something's like over it looking at it, and then when I take off reeling, they think it's gonna get away. There we go. Ooh, I felt a thump right there. It was just a thunk, but nothing was there. Boy, with that sun coming out, man, that blade's gonna be like a strobe light down there. All right, guys, we're hooked up on the Jackhammer in this kind of gold color with a freeloader on the back of it. Well, he just hammered it as soon as it went in. I've got this on the Bass X with 10-pound sunline, and I've got this one on the Lose Custom Max XP bait caster. All right, let's see what we got here. Boy, he just hammered that thing. Oh, check it out. It's a wiper, one of these hybrids, man. He just crushed it. That's a nice fish right there. All right, let's see. Come on. Oh, where are you hooked there so I can get this out of here? Let's go. There we go. Easy, buddy. Check that out right there. Man, that's a nice fish on that Jackhammer. All right, guys. One last look. Let's get him in there. There he goes. Zoom. That was good stuff right there. He was way out there too. He wasn't skirting the shallows. All right, let me show you what I was using. Just right here. Just that gold Jackhammer. I can't remember what they're called. It's not spot remover, I don't think. But it's got that freeloader on the back of it. Has that extra weight. Just throwing it on this Bass X. I got this Bass X at the Customer Appreciation Day up in Park Falls that St. Croix puts on. This thing was next to nothing. in terms of price. I mean, it was, I want to say like 70 bucks or something. And I was like, yeah, I might as well pick one up. You never can have too many extras. And this is an extra bait caster for me for a rod. Anyway, I know it's entry level, but man, I love these things. I use one on my drop shot. That's a spinning one, and I really enjoy it. All right, guys, we're hooked up again on the Jackhammer with Lou's bait caster, the Custom Maxis XP. Ooh, let's check it out and see what it is here. It's another one of these white bass. It's a little bit bigger one here. Check that out. Man, that was a nice score right there. It's not bad. Actually, he may be one of those wipers. There you go, buddy. Man, this thing is turned out to work out pretty good. I like these freeloaders because they're heavy back here. And they add that extra weight. Yeah, this reel, guys, I gotta give this thing 2 thumbs up from Lou's. It's just super smooth. On that one on the cast, I was bouncing it along the bottom, just hopping it like this, like twitch, 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 twitch. And then I crank kind of fast. Then I kill it, twitch, twitch, twitch. Crank really fast and then kill it. And it was just a thunk. He didn't hit very hard. Yeah, these storms rolled through. Man, it was one heck of a lightning show back in town where I'm at. I mean, thunder, lightning. We were supposed to have this giant cool down. I mean, the air is crisp, don't get me wrong, but I was hoping for like icicles and blizzard and all that good stuff. I'm used to being up in Amarillo where you get all kinds of crazy weather. Man, look at that thing. It's this perfect area. This just this shallow flat that goes out. I said this in like 10 different videos, but this used to be, I'd be standing way back there fishing this flat and I'd be whacking fish on a top water. Because it'd be, you can kind of see what it looks like. You got like grass and junk down in here. And they'd be rooting around. Perfect place for the little bait fish to hang out. And so this flat goes out quite a bit and then it like humps. Ooh. When I stopped it right there, I felt that thunk. It might have been a little one. These, and then the Berkley slobber knockers. That was a raindrop of a cast right there. A nosebleeder. I didn't really like the slobber knockers that much, but since I've used them more and more, I'm coming around to them. And of course I got every single kind of the jackhammers. Even the cross-eyed, I like them. The cool thing about the jackhammers is, and I'm sure it happens with the Berkley ones too, but the more you use them, the more they get on them, the more they hunt. And they do all kinds of crazy erratic action. Normally I put a Berkley Power Stinger on the back of them, but on this one I got a little freeloader. Sometimes I use that chatter spike from Z-Man. Ooh. Dang it, guys. Oh. It was just something I got hung up down there. I was like, I got one. Yeah, definitely like this reel. I like this one and then the Draken one from Svevlo. Man, both of them are just epic. I'm pretty much a spinner. What was that? Something going on over there on the other side. Anyway. So I don't use them too much, the bait casters, but I'm usually using a spinning reel like 90% of the time. But once in a while, I get these out and just have fun with them. But I'll be doing that more and more. I like to throw the bladed jigs on them. And also lipless crankbaits. Man, that looks good. If you know what color this is, let me know, because I can't remember. Maybe it is spot remover. Good stuff. Alright guys, I got snagged on the other one. It must be a log or something down there, but I thought it was a giant strike. Anyway, check this out. This is the matte black. I've also got them in the bubblegum color, but this with the black Berkley Power Stinger. Oh man, I was whacking pike this summer on this. Got a couple walleye on them. There's something about the color. I don't use it down here very much in Texas, so I don't know how that's gonna go, you know. We'll have to just kind of wait and see. But I had to retie. I don't think I had a lot of line down there. I think it just broke right off at the line tie. This guy should be broken in and hunting nicely because I used him a bunch this summer. Ooh, look at that. Heck yeah. I don't know what's down there that's black. But maybe something will hit it. The pike up north will hit anything. That's why I throw this. But I read where guys swear by it for smallmouth and for largemouth. Maybe they don't see anything that's jet black swimming down there. And they're like, what is that? There's no shine on the blade, nothing. Alright guys, I took the other one off and I put on this red kind of fire crawl one. Paint's coming off of it, off the blade. This one's had a lot of use and caught a lot of fish. I've got a Lake Fork live magic shad on the back of that thing and it looks just awesome. And it comes with that garlic scent, but I also put Procure on there. I had a weird little fish, guys, I didn't even think to record. He was in shallow, he had a white over his back and around his belly, and then black head and black back end. And it was some funny little shad that was like distressed. I should have used him for bait, and I was worried about switching thinking about if I'm going to make a good decision switching to this color, like a little craw scattering on the bottom. Oh man. But anyway, I touched him with my rod and he would swim along. So something was up with him. I think he might have been attacked and he was like seeking. Oh, look how good that looks down there. It does look like a little craw and that flash on the blade. Ooh. A bit of a backlash here. Very unusual. Very unusual. There we go. I wonder what caused that. Anyway, so I'm just kind of dragging this along the bottom. Then I'll speed it. Ooh, there's a little shad right there. They jump for it. Something came in and get him. So I'm killing it, dragging it. Crank, 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 crank. Look at that. Man, that is good stuff right there. Okay guys, there he is. There's that funny little fish. There's something wrong with him. Watch, I'll poke him. See, check him out. He's like distressed. He is a little shad. Check him out, he's all... Something tried to get him. Because he's not trying to get away from me. One of these herons will find him. Or a crawfish will get him. Oh, what was that? There we go. All right, guys, we're hooked up on the jig spinner with the little hair jig again. This one's a little white bass right here. Boy, he just popped it. Check that out. There he is, right there. Just pitching it around. I love that color right there. I'm seeing if I can get some crappie to bite. They've been coming in shallow. But crappie's the hardest thing for me to catch in here. I get them once in a while. There we go. Is that a crappie? Please tell me that that's a crappie. Maybe it's a bass or a big crappie. Oh, it's a bigger one. Check that out, boy. That's a fat boy right there. Whew. I'm lucky he didn't break my line. There you go. Check out that 1-ton dude right there. That's a nice fish. There you go, buddy. Sun's coming out. The wind isn't all crazy. These little hair jigs, I don't know what they think it is, like a little bug or something, I guess. I just crank, 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 kill it. Then I start cranking again, kill it. That's it right there. I'm gonna switch to a big heavy, guys, and see if how far I can get that out there. Maybe I can get a crappie. All right, guys, check out this fatty on a hammered blade. Looks like a little minnow, and it's a ton of weight on this dude. This is one of those Lunker City grubs, and those things are awesome. They're just absolutely perfect for like crappie, small. I usually catch bass on them. But I can catch big crappie on them too. Look at that, looks like a little minnow. All right, we're gonna bomb this dude out there. Ooh. Country mile. So it flutters on the way down, so I just let it go all the way down there. And sometimes I get hit when it's on the way down. Then I let it lay there, then I twitch, and then I start cranking. Twitchy, twitch. This thing's running down near the bottom, which is cool, but crank it a little faster, it'll come up to the top. So I'm trying to see if I can get the crappie to come in and hit this thing. Look at that. Man, that looks delicious. Yeah, that dude that was out here in his boat is loading up now. I think he was scoping or graphing. I think he was scoping. He had one of those handheld transducer setups where he was twitching it left and right. He had a long, one of those giant, like 17-foot long crappie rods. Look at that right there, guys. Boy, he just smoked it. I was sitting there daydreaming, thinking about that big bass I got. That's a good eater right there. That's a good fish right there. Check him out. That's pretty cool. There you go, buddy. Man, he just whacked it. Oh, boom. Another one on the sausage. Yeah, these Unker City grubs, guys, are, I think these are the 3-inch maybe, or 2.5. They're like a little sausage. They're pretty good. Check them out. It's a cool fish. Man, no big crappie. I've caught big bass on these and big crappie before. It's just a little meatball, a little meat chunk right there. I've been bombing it deep, trying to get one to follow it in and hit, you know, or crush it on the fall out there. But nothing doing. Ooh, there's a little shad freaking out right there. Did you see that? Something. Well, I think I'm going to do a couple more casts and then wrap it up, guys. I've got some stuff I got to get to and take care of, and I wish I could spend the whole day out here and then the whole night just night fish out here with the old school jitterbug. That's what I was doing this morning with top water. I started to make a video and just nothing. I couldn't even get a sniff on anything. So I bailed on that. Right through there, come on. Anyway, thanks for hanging out with me today. Inviting me into your home to hang out. I guess I shouldn't say invite, but letting me into your home, your cell phone, your electronic device. I've had a ton of fun out here today. Not the numbers, but oh well. Alright guys, until next time, I will see you then. Bye-bye. Now get out there and get your lures wet.